Caster Semenya, the Olympic champion, has emerged victorious in her appeal against the regulations surrounding testosterone levels at the Human Rights Court. Caster Semenya, the two-time Olympic gold medalist in the 800m race, has recently made a small advancement in her quest to participate in the Paris 2024 Olympics. However, she still faces significant obstacles in her ongoing struggle against the regulations imposed by World Athletics, which have severely limited her ability to compete for the past 4 years. South African athlete Semenya, who possesses variances in sexual development, DSDs, has been engaged in a legal dispute regarding regulations that bar her from participating in running events unless she undergoes medical intervention to decrease her inherent testosterone levels. The middle-distance runner, aged 32, initially contested these regulations in the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, the pinnacle of sports jurisprudence, and subsequently in the Swiss Federal Tribunal, SFT. In both instances, Semenya experienced defeat. However, it is worth noting that when the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, ruled against her 4 years prior, they acknowledged that this ruling meant she was being subjected to discrimination. Nevertheless, the judges voted 2-1 and concluded that such discrimination is a necessary, reasonable and proportionate approach in order to uphold the integrity of female athletics in the restricted events, as outlined by World Athletics. In a narrow decision of 4-3, the European Court of Human Rights, ECHR, ruled on Tuesday that the Swiss Federal Tribunal, SFT, had indeed discriminated against her. The ECHR stated that the SFT failed to take into account her right to privacy and the right to a fair solution. The decision does not disregard the regulations set by World Athletics and is expected to face opposition from the Swiss government within a 3-month period after the ruling. During this time, the decision is not obligatory and can be subject to review, which may prolong the process. The reality is that Semenya's journey towards returning to competition remains just as challenging as it was prior to the recent ruling. A victory in principle, but not a substantial step forward towards the Olympics. Nevertheless, Seema Patel, an associate professor specializing in law and gender discrimination in sports at Nottingham Trent University, described the ruling as monumental nonetheless. According to Patel, this is a pivotal juncture when it comes to matters of inclusivity, gender identity, human rights, and the fight against discrimination. It serves as a clear indication of the significance placed on human rights within the realm of sports, and emphasizes the importance of impartially and conscientiously addressing conflicting interests. Ever since Semenya came into the public eye in 2009, there have been significant changes in our perspective on gender, inclusivity, human rights, and equitable competition. However, there is still work to be done, and this ruling will add to the growing body of research in this multidisciplinary domain. According to Patel, this demonstrates that the European Court of Human Rights, ECHR, has the ability to intervene in cases of discrimination within the realm of sports. While the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, was previously the ultimate authority in such matters, there are now multiple additional channels available to individuals or groups who feel aggrieved. The conclusion of the legal proceedings may prove to be untimely for Semenya, potentially leaving her career irreparable. However, it could serve as a beneficial aid for others facing similar challenges. World Athletics asserts that their regulations provide the most effective solution to maintain fairness and prevent any unfair advantages for athletes with DSD. They emphasize the division among the judges of the ECHR chamber in their ruling. They stated that they continue to maintain the belief that the DSD regulations are essential, rational, and balanced measures for safeguarding equitable competition within the female category, as determined by both the Court of Arbitration for Sport and the Swiss Federal Tribunal. These institutions arrived at this conclusion after conducting a thorough and expert evaluation of the available evidence. In March, the regulations, which were initially enforced for races spanning 400m to a mile, were broadened to encompass all track events for women. This expansion effectively hindered Semenya from resuming her athletic pursuits by participating in longer distances. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.